Hello. In this lesson, we'll focus on font styles, bold, italics, and underline. At this point, you've managed to type in some text onto a web page and have learned a few things about HTML. But what we have so far on our web page is pretty boring, so let's spice it up. You might be wondering what font styles are. If you're thinking something along the lines of decorating text on a web page, you're pretty close. Font styles are used to change the look and design of text. We'll focus on adding text color, text size, and typeface. Before we move into understanding font styles, let's review container tags. If you've forgotten what container tags are, please go back to your previous lesson on container tags and empty tags. It'll give you a detailed overview of these fundamentals before we move on. Here is a quick refresher on container tags. Shown here is an example of a type of container tag called a paragraph tag, containing the sentence, "I am contained inside a paragraph tag." Notice the opening tag, the closing tag with the additional backslash, and the content contained in between. These are the fundamental building blocks of a container tag. Before diving further into adding font styles to our text, we have to discuss another topic called attributes. What is an attribute, you might ask? Just like a square may have characteristics or attributes like length, width, color, and area, tags also have changeable attributes that can define things and change its appearance. Let's narrow down as to why container tags and attributes are used with font styles. In order to change the look of our text, we have to use the style attribute. Bringing back our previous paragraph tag example, I am contained inside a paragraph tag. We can add in our style attribute to change the look of the text with some code. The style attribute exists in the opening tag and is made up of two parts: the property we want to change and a value. Notice the double quotes, equals sign, colon in between property and value, and the semicolon at the end. These are all very important. If you forget these, the computer might have a difficult time interpreting your code. Changing text color is fairly simple. In order to do this, we use the color property. Notice example input with the red text in bold. Style should equal to color red for the sentence I am red. Same goes for color green for I am green. If we type this code in our web browser, it should display both sentences in their respective colors. In order to change text size, we use the size property. There are many ways to adjust the size of your text. We'll focus on two types of values when it comes to using the size property in this lesson: percentages and points. Percentages are a great way to keep things responsively scaled on a web page. Notice the example input with 300% size. Whatever default font size the web browser is set to, more often than not 12 points, the computer automatically adjusts the size of the text to 300% of that. This is called responsive scaling, as it responsively scales to whatever device you're viewing the web page in, be it a mobile device or a computer. Your web browser's default font size setting, 12-point size, is 100% font size. By assigning your font size to a percentage, you allow the text to scale with its parent container. Percentages are a great way to keep things responsively scaled to a web page. In this example, notice the differences in parent container style font size 300%. In the first size change, it is taking 300% of the default paragraph tag size. In the second size change, it is set to 300% of the heading 1 tag size. Point sizes are considered constant. It is a common way to set text size and is often used in print media, meaning anything printed on paper. When you set your Google Doc size to 12, you are setting it to 12 point. Points are fixed size units and cannot scale in size. Notice in these two examples left and right. The paragraph tag and the heading 1 tag are different sizes, but this 16-point style makes them the same constant size. You can change font style typeface on your web page by using the font family property written inside the style attribute. There are many different font typefaces. This is what you use to change the look of your text. There are many different types of designs from simple to fancy. Generally speaking, you are safe using typefaces Arial, Verdana, Courier New, Times New Roman, Comic Sans MS. These are considered web-safe fonts as they are compatible with many web browsers. Aside from formatting text using the font tag and attributes such as color, size, and typeface, there are a variety of other HTML font styles that you can use to format the text on your web page. We can do many things using font styles, but the most commonly used ones are bold, italics, and underline. We can bold text using the bold tags, angle bracket B. We can italicize text using the italics tag, angle bracket I. And we can underline text using the underline tag, angled bracket U. For further learning, please head over to the assignment section on Replit. It'll give you a great practice activity and further instruction on how font styles work.